football fans? Ryan here. Joining me is
Also, Ryan.
Ryan. Stop talking. We got to get to the play. Here's the play. Okay.
Second down and 6.
This play comes to us from Missouri.
You're
You're going to want to watch number 4.
Second down and 6. 6.
There was the snap. There was number 4. We got the high flag toss. And so at the snap, number 4, who's the 12th player, was on the field. His team runs for a touchdown, but of course it's coming back as we have an illegal substitution called.
You know, my first thought is that if the wing official has to, turn their attention away from the ball in order to keep an eye on that's not a call I love. The reason being is you want to keep your eye on that line of scrimmage and on that ball for penalties that are going to occur at that snap that are going to, definitively affect that play. So it is one of those calls where by, the exact minutia of the rules, it does appear that it was a foul. I don't love the wings mechanic to take his or her eyes off of the field in order to make that call. What are your thoughts?
As a football fan, and that's, I say hello, football fans. As a football fan, aesthetically, I loathe this call. I loathe this part of football. You see it a lot at higher levels, and I call it, I've named it after a certain quarterback who used to play in the Midwest and now plays in the Big Apple. I won't say his name because he did this all the time. I loathe it. That player means nothing. It has no bearing on the game whatsoever. That player is not affecting the game. Now, technically, this is a foul for illegal substitution as the player was still on the field at snap. But like you, I do not like the wing turning the head to look at the player when their attention should be on the line of scrimmage. I was taught very early, and I don't know if I taught you this when you were coming up. Maybe we did. I don't know. But to take a couple of steps onto the field, so that puts that guy behind you sooner so you can't see that player. Somebody asked, I didn't see it. And then you obviously step back so when the ball is actually snapped, you're off the field. Just a little trick. While it is technically a foul, again, I'm with you. Let's keep our eyes on what we have to watch, not a player running off the field that has no bearing on the play. One caveat, though, if you don't mind me throwing out a caveat, he was kind of walking the last couple of steps. I generally tend not to give players the benefit of the doubt if they're not hustling. I don't like that either. But again, I wouldn't have known that if I had been watching the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, it's a great point. The fouls that are going to appreciably affect that play are going to happen at that line of scrimmage. And so abandoning that to look for a foul, on the far sideline that's, on your sideline, but still, far away from the play is not something that I think is a great mechanic or in the spirit of the rules that we're doing. So I would agree with you there. I don't know if we're seeing one play. We don't know if this has been something that has been ongoing. They've been talked to about before. We're not given the sort of benefit of the doubt. But if I'm the wing in that situation, I'm probably going to keep my eyes on that line of scrimmage and on that ball so I can officiate effectively from there.
Totally agree. Where would you throw the flag? The numbers? The players on the numbers at the snap?
Yeah, I think that if the offensive team is having to take into if the other team is having to take into consideration that person on the field, then it's a foul because that is a benefit that they're getting. And so it would depend on, the formation that they're in. I think at the numbers, it'd be tough for me not to throw a flag because you're really in the field of play at that point. Once it gets, between the numbers and the sidelines, if they're hustling off and they're maybe half a step, too late. I don't love it as a flag in those situations.
Yeah, I probably should say at the numbers probably greatly increases the chance that we would throw a flag. And as they get closer, it's probably going to decrease. If you use my little tip of taking a couple steps onto the field, you cut that down and you save yourself a really kind of a dumb foul that just bogs the game down. And here it took back a touchdown. Now, the game did finish 53-21, so it had no bearing on the game, I would assume. And I don't know which team scored, if it was the team with 53 or the team with 21. But those are our thoughts. What do you think? Did you like this flag? Do you not like the flag? Do you agree with Ryan and I that, hey, keep your eyes on the line of scrimmage, not somebody 10, 15 yards down the field running off the field? We want to hear from you, so please put your comments in the comment section below. Tell us what you're thinking. Ryan, as always, thanks for joining us. We appreciate it, and we'll leave everyone with the 5th down.